Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the poem Wind by Subramanya Bharati, which was originally written in Tamil and later translated into English by A.K. Ramanujan. Now, before we move on to the explanation of the poem, line to line explanation of the poem, let us see what this poem is all about. So, in this poem, the poet has beautifully expressed his ideas about the destructive aspects of the wind. So, as you know, wind is a natural phenomena. So, in this poem, the poet describes the power of the wind and calls it destructive. As you already know, you must have seen when wind comes, what happens? It causes destruction. So, poet has discussed these destructive aspects of the wind. Now, wind symbolizes the difficulties that are faced in life. When we have the endurance to bear the difficulties of life, we can overcome each challenge. But if we are weak and unstable, we succumb to the difficulty. So, what the poet is trying to say is wind symbolizes the difficulties that we face in our lives, and it's totally up to us how we face those difficulties. Whether we are physically strong and mentally tough in order to survive the hardships of life, or a weak person who crumbles and breaks down whenever a hardship comes. Now, let us understand the poem line by line. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Now, the poet is requesting to the wind to come softly and don't break the shutters of the windows, and not to break the shutters of the windows. As you know, whenever the wind comes, it causes destruction. So, poet is quite scared with this fact, and he is requesting to the wind to come softly and not to cause destruction. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. Now, the poet continues to request that do not scatter the papers and do not throw down the books that are kept on the shelf. Please do not be so hard that the books comes down from the shelf and the pages get scattered. Now the poet continues, there, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. So poet says, look what you did. You didn't listen to me and you threw all the books down. And what happened? You tore all the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Now, poet continues to complain to the wind that you have brought the rain again and you are enjoying your power at the weaker things. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. So the word crumbling means to break down, which is repeated so many times to lay stress that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So the writer is saying that wind is very powerful, it is very strong. It leads to the breakage of everything which are weak. So here the word rafter means a beam forming part of the internal framework of a roof which supports house. So the poet is saying that everything crumbles, everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversity. So the poet is saying that whenever a weak person faces any challenge in life, he breaks down and falls. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. As you must have seen the process of winnowing being done. So what happens is it involves throwing the mixture into the air so that the wind blows away the lighter chaff. The heaviest grains fall down. So here the poet is referring wind as wind god who winnows and crushes them all, means who removes the weak people and weak things, and the strong things and strong people are remained left. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Now, the poet says that wind is not going to listen to us, so let us do what we can do to prevent it or to stand against the wind. So, the poet suggests that we should build strong houses and fix the doors firmly to make friends with the wind. Moreover, we should be strong enough to face the difficulties in life. As you know, the wind represents or wind symbolizes the difficulties that we face in our life. So, if we will be strong, then only we will be able to deal with the hardship and difficulties of the life. Practice to firm the body, make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. Now, the poet wants us to make friends with the wind, that is, the adversities or challenges in our lives. He says that the problems will not listen to us, they will come, so we should be prepared. And in preparation, we should build strong house or homes and close the doors of our house firmly so the wind cannot get into. And then he says that we should also make our bodies strong and hearts firm to face these challenges. And then once we are strong enough, all the challenges will be like friends. We will not feel that they are problem for us. Now the poet says, the wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Now the poet is comparing wind to God. He says that wind is God and we praise wind every day. He adds that everything that is weak gets finished off in the face of strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish and grow to become stronger. The very important message that the poet is trying to give is that we should not be scared of the problems or adversities that life gives us, but we should make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face these challenges. And once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges and we will become friends with them. And then we will be happy that we had these challenges in our life because they help us to become stronger and better.